All right, I'm just going to keep going. Why not? Where are we at? Cancer. My beautiful Cancerians. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. No matter how you resonate with the sign of Cancer, if you resonate in any way, this may have a nugget of wisdom for you. The messages are going to come always and only from the highest vibration of love and light, and always and only in your highest good. So let's get a message for February for Cancer. Ooh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Just be ready. Be ready for that. I'll probably try to edit it out. Or not. There's probably another one. It's always threes. All right, you got 16. Suolo. Sowulo. It's interesting because Gemini, which I did just before you, also got a feminine, got the Valkyries, which is a feminine warrior energy. And now you're getting a feminine. I'm using this deck on purpose because it's my most masculine deck. Ooh, I love this though. So 16, it's pronounced YOLO, I believe. I love her. So check her out because notice she has no weapons, but she's standing in her power. Like, that's a yoga pose, isn't it? It's not mountain, but it's like something. Isn't that something? It's a very strong posture to take, right? It's a very strong feminine energy. And here's the message from the book. You are on purpose. You are on the right path. You may need to leave others behind to reach your goal. Truth is right in front of you should you choose to see it. You may have experienced dark times, but your future is bright. Okay, so I was just finished telling Gemini. February, I think a lot of us are going to get put through the ringer. We're going to be doing some deeper healing with the masculine, okay? The whole year is about the masculine healing. This year and into next year and into the year after that, however long it takes for the masculine to do their thing. But February is going to be really kind of a cracking open of things that we will then be working on through 2024. But at the same time, for those of us who have been doing the work and working and healing the feminine primarily, not necessarily, right? But if you've been doing your work, whatever that has entailed, then 2024, you're going to start seeing results in the real world from the shit you've been releasing and healing and trying to create the beautiful things you've been trying to create, or you've been birthing, you've been cultivating within that womb space, right? 2024, it's going to start, we're just going to be, creation vomiting everywhere. So there's so, if I could convey to you how you have nothing to worry about. But I love, you may need to leave others behind to reach your goal. So Cancer, my beautiful watery Cancers. I feel like Cancers you like to have your posse always around you, always with you, always connected, right? For a lot of you, you make sure that the group stays together, right? You're the glue, maybe. Not for all of you. I'm not talking to everybody here, but this is what's coming through. Truth is right in front of you should you choose to see it. Interesting, because, all right, Cancers, for a lot of you, you're still holding on to people, places, situations that are more plugged into the 3D than you can be anymore, right? Like, you've realized, I gotta let go of some of this stuff and I cannot go back. And these people that you're trying to hold on to, they want to be there. You can't force them to come along. You may feel like you're kind of the linchpin in your group for a lot of you, or one of them. You're like a foundational member, right? You're a founding member, but you're also one that is the glue in a way. And maybe you take turns with somebody else, or there's more than one of you, but I feel like a lot of you are this, and so you're like, no, we're not going to leave anybody behind. Cancer, February is going to show you what happens typically is the people, places, situations present to us in a way all of a sudden that we cannot justify anymore. And so something's going to shift for you in this realm. of trying to hold these groups together. And I don't want to say, okay, so the group is not necessarily going to fall apart. And this could be family, this could be friends, this could be, you know, a support group of some sort, soul family. But there are going to be shifts in that group in February. And you have to let it happen. Okay? You have to surrender to it as much as you can. It's not your job to force everyone to stay in the group. And if it's you who has to leave, then it's you who has to leave. You'll find a new group, I promise. That's what 2024 is all about. Connection. We're finally going to get to connect again, you guys. We've been sequestered long enough. So that's the biggest message coming through is I feel like your group that you try to hold on to because it's your lifeline, that's what you tell yourself, your group is going to shift. It may fall apart. You may be the one who leaves, and then it may fall apart. But the important thing to know is that it is in your highest good. I cannot stress that enough. You have been feeling this, that you can't hold on to it anymore. You've been feeling it. You can't hold on to that old person, place, situation, group. It definitely, for many of you, it definitely feels like a group of people. Even if it's just like coworkers, like let's say it's not even, doesn't even feel like soul family to you, but it's like, oh, I can't leave my job because I love my coworkers. And maybe you don't really love your coworkers, but it's more of a codependency. And it's a trauma bond. And it's a, well, I can't leave them because then they'll, you know, that would be really mean. You have to do what you need to do, Cancer. More now than ever before. February is going to give you an opportunity to surrender. If you ignore it, then this ending is going to be more painful. And I've been kind of out here with the tough love this time because, and I know I don't do every month, but I really felt pulled to do February because, and boy, am I glad I'm doing February because, man, these messages are big. Big shifts coming in February that are going to launch us into really fully into 2024. Like, you know, the first of the year technically isn't till like the 1st of April. And think of that for a minute. What's the April 1st? What have they trained us to think of it as? A day full of lies and deception. It's the first day of the year for reals. It's truly the first day of the year. This card is a very fiery card. It's a fire element card. And so you're going to feel something burning inside of you in a good way, something fueling something that you want to do and you want to create, and you long for something new, and you're not the only sign getting this message. I urge you to watch your moon, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Sun, moon, rising for sure. You're going to be asked to spend a lot more time with yourself. And you need to become your best friend. Because the time of needing other people, now this is about true connection, not attachment, not trauma bonds. You're letting go of the people that you've had trauma bonds and attachments and cords to through trauma and through other negative, low vibe things. Because that's how you're going to move forward and create true connections. Be connecting over shared interests and shared missions, and that's what you want. So these new group is coming. I promise new people are coming. It's time for you to let go of the old.